And I sent you guys a couple of things. I think a good way to advertise to them, because have you guys ever seen the movie? I think I sent you the trailer for Cold Souls and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And both of those movies, what they do is they basically sell this emotional thing as like a technology. So with Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, they basically say like, hey, are you depressed? Is something there in your mind that you can't get rid of, that you can't stop thinking about? And he goes, well, we have a technology where we'll go in your brain and we'll erase those memories. So the whole movie is they go in Jim Carrey's brain and they're trying to rewrite these stories in his brain. But then he's basically depressed about this girl. So the girl in his brain is like, they find out that people are trying to erase his memories. So the two of them get together and they start hiding her. So now she's even deeper in his memory. Like he's hiding her now with his mom. He's hiding her in these other places. It's a great movie, man. It's an amazing movie. But to me, it's like that's what I think our ad needs to look like, is how they did their ad. It's like, we're going for rich people. And that's why I think when we were talking about that business, the spiritual journeys, whatever, that's why I was thinking about rich people who are depressed. And that could be the opening of the ad. It's like, hey, if the reason you're seeing this is because you're making this much money and for some reason you're still sad.
I don't think they'll be depressed, by the way. I think it's a positive emotion, not a negative emotion. They're like, do you think someone who's depressed would think about making a movie of themselves?
Oh yeah, I mean that's what they need. See, well, think about it like this, right? Think about like a midlife crisis. What's a midlife crisis? It's like someone hits 50, and then they want to leave their wife and get like, we should almost do that. Like, hey, you're watching this because you're about to hit a midlife crisis. Don't throw your life away. You know, because a lot of guys do this. They leave their wife, they buy a Corvette, whatever, buy a Lamborghini, and they think that's going to make them happy. And in the end, it doesn't make them happy. It actually kind of ruins their life. Johnny Depp kind of did it too.
I think it's more of a legacy kind of thought in their mind.
But that's what a midlife crisis is. It's like, I'm halfway done my life and I have no legacy. So how do I make a legacy? And they think that the way to make the legacy is I'm going to like get this younger girlfriend. I'm going to go get a new car. I'm going to travel to this place. But really what we have to tell them is like, you think you want that, but this is another option.
Or a lot of people might get into charity. So this could be a way of them sharing the story and inspiring other people. That's also, I guess, a form of charity, right? They're still helping people with their stories.
Yeah. I mean, like getting them. I think charity would be part of their story. It would be like, hey, part of your adventure is you have to go help these people. You have to solve a real problem. None of this shit of like you just throw your money at things. No way. You got to almost get a rich person and sell them on like, what is the project of your life? And then we actually have to strategy session them so that if they say, I really care about this cause, I always want to do this, we can probably walk away and then come back with like, hey, what if you did a make wells in Uganda adventure? And we're going to document you going, like, here's the storyline of how that's going to go. You're going to do it. It's going to be maybe part of your business, maybe not, whatever it is. But like, to me, that's a good way to sell them on it. And it is a little bit of like a lack of fulfillment. You know what I mean? Like you get to 350K by being of this world and fighting, competing, whatever, doing, they say in meditation, but you can't crack that. There's a limit on you because the thing that got you this far is the thing that's going to block you from going any further. You need spiritual consulting. You don't need, you did this plan for the earth. You need now God's plan. So we have a technology, and then we go into my digital ashram. We say, hey, look, we got all the technology here. We'll figure out your life plan. There's a lot of, that's that. And that's the way I sent you guys those ads, because the way they break down scientifically, there's another movie trailer I sent you guys called Cold Souls. And in that one, they're like, hey, are you depressed? Maybe your soul is whatever. So they have this storage system for your soul. It's like maybe your soul is getting too heavy. So we can actually extract your soul and we put it in a thing. And it's Paul Giamatti. It's such a funny movie, dude. I mean, they turn his soul into a chickpea and it's in a jar. And then at one point they drop it and they're like, oh my God, where is it? Don't step on it. Like, it's a movie, but it's a very serious like drama. You know what I'm saying? So if you watch it, I mean, check out the trailers. I think that's kind of how we sell it. But I do feel like a lot of these rich people are very depressed because they are stuck in that mode and they do kind of hit this emotional point where it's like, okay, I got of this world stuff. How do I go further? And they need a creative person for that. And they need a guru for that, quite frankly.
Not a strategist?
Yeah, God's strategist. They're doing God's strategy. It is a strategist. But where do you think, like, so Wally, do you think it's maybe a bad idea? Let's say because now we're kind of talking about two different businesses. We have the spiritual adventures consulting or whatever, and then we have this brand video, like brand videos, like genuine original content for your channel, which is like, here's a short story that you could do. Here's like a little mission that you could go on, and here's the shots we need you to get, so we can cut it together, make a little film about it. And that's gonna, you know, you're competing with everyone on these click through ads, but what you really need is for your audience to see you do this cool thing in Uganda or whatever it is. Your audience needs to see that, and then you're gonna get these bigger clients who are like, you know what, I don't care. You know, like one guy's charging 350,000, whatever, this 100,000. This guy's charging a little more, but this guy didn't.
I think people, your ideal audience, what they're thinking is, they think like, hey, I'm the best at what I do, but how come I'm not able to charge how much others are charging? How come people are going for them? Second thing, I'm the best. I know I'm the best, but why are people going, and how come all my competitors are competing so good on me, although I'm the best? Why am I not getting it? So they realize, hey, it's not about what I do, it's about who I am. So they're like, hey, I have to be on social media, I have to be a celebrity on this channel, this channel, this channel. I have to have millions of followers. And then, how do I do that fast? How do I go viral?
Is it like rich people who are searching for how do I build my personal brand? It could be that.
Personal brand. How do I grow on social media? How do I grow my YouTube following? That's all they search for, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So if we go for rich people and that could do it, maybe. And then we advertise to them. Do you think that's a good plan?
That's what I'm doing for Anand right now.
Yeah, I guess so. It's similar. But isn't Anand more like a under 300,000?
No, Anand is more of a 300 plus.
Really? See, but then you have Anand doing this like, I'll give you your money back. I feel like that's...
The reason for that is there's three things that people make a decision on when they're buying. Okay, number one is what am I getting, the value that they're getting. So you want to add as many bonuses as you can. A bonus doesn't have to be an addition, it can also be a subtraction. For example, I can sell Dan Locke's course for maybe $5,000 if all the fluff is removed, right? Because that's the main problem everyone is having.
Yeah.
Like for 7 hours and I have to listen to this command, right?
Or removing the brainwashing.
Yeah.
Or the cult stuff.
So you can also reduce stuff as a bonus. So you have to add more value. Second thing is the pricing in terms. You have to price it in such a way that not just like reducing your price. You can also show your price. For example, I can say I charge $6,000. I'm just talking about one of the companies I work with. I say I charge $6,000 per year, right? I can also say I only charge $5 per vehicle per month.
Yeah, that sounds
It's the same thing. So the way you put your pricing is the second thing. The third thing is how much risk you're reversing for them. Because people don't want to do guarantees, they're saying, I have all these testimonials and stuff.
Right.
Like, just think about it. Domino's, right? What makes them so special?
30 minutes guaranteed.
30 minutes, yeah.
Fresh, hot in 30 minutes or free. They don't even say if it's delicious or not. They didn't say delicious and in 30 minutes. They said fresh, hot in 30 minutes or free.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how many people, because they said it's free, how many people end up buying with them?
Yeah, so many more. Yeah.
And you are going to have these bad people who are like, hey, let's take advantage of it and all of that. But that's going to be negligible compared to the number of people who end up buying from you. Like, are you going to buy from someone who gives you like no question asked guarantee, or are you going to buy from someone who has testimonials?
Right.
You're probably not even looking at those testimonials.
So then let's do this. Let's make me another sales funnel. Let me look at Anand's and we'll just make one for me. We can do a vidgrowth.com/Amish or whatever. We'll make one and it'll be, so let me just write the ad though, because I know the ad you wrote for him. I think there's an ad you wrote for him. So why don't we do this then? Send me the best performing ad, Anand, that is working for you. And then I'll just write another version of it. We'll see how it goes. I mean, maybe that's
I think we should not do that. Redo other people's ads. Like, for example, they copy all these Alex Becker ads.
I'm a real writer.
No, it's not about noticing it. It doesn't really convert so good. At best, you're going to be as good as who you copied.
Right. No, I mean, look, it's like you were saying, right? Like the 30-minute guarantee. You just do like there's certain things you got to hit. Like there's structure, and then there's creative, like originality. So even like a TV show like Code Geass.
By the way, the guarantee, right? Hey, Anand, how many people actually asked for the money back?
Oh, nobody.
No one.
I'm not even.
Nobody.
My only issue is that if you're going for truly, see, that's what I mean. Like that's one of the things that I think I could rewrite. Like I wouldn't necessarily do that, but I have a sense of like what you want to accomplish with it. So as a writer, I'll take that and I'll be like, okay, this is the section. Here's what we got to do. Even when you look at a show like Code Geass, right? Is it Code Geass or how do you pronounce it? Yeah.
Code Geass, yeah.
Yes. So Code Geass, the show, it has a very clear structure. Right. They're right there. That's amazing. And they're all like you like playing with these chess pieces in the game, in the movie. TV
I guess I should do like a strategy.
That's amazing. Yeah, you should hold that when you're doing strategy sessions. But you know, like if you look at how the show's written, it's pretty standard. Like you probably, you know, it'll be disappointing for you to realize that like, oh come on, it's not like the same formula. It's the same, dude. I mean, it's tight though. So it's the same thing with the ads. There's a formula to it. Or I don't know. Tell me if you have another formula for how you want to write ads or how you usually do it.
Which ad are you trying to go for now? Are you going for YouTube?
I'm saying if
Google.
you're saying that our clients, like we can target over 300K and you're already doing the same thing for Anand, maybe it's just a matter of we try out different copy. Because if you look at even Sam Ovens, he talks about this with his Facebook ads. He's like, people get obsessed with these analytics and like, you know, I got to do the exact right targeting, the exact thing that I think. But he's like, if your ad sucks, it doesn't matter.
People learn that the hard way.
What's that?
People learn that the hard way. They learn all these, they take all these courses on how to do the analytics and all of that. Mm-hmm. And then the copy sucks.
Right. So I think maybe the next move, even for us, because I do have to go soon. I got to finish that video for my brother-in-law. But why don't we do this then? Why don't I just look at the funnel, like the top working ad and the funnel you made for him, and then I'll just come back and pitch a thing to you guys. You know? And so if we even do another episode of like, hey, I wrote this ad. It follows the template, it follows your structure, or send me another ad that you have. Because I feel like you do follow a bit of a formula. Like you have a hook and then you have a story, you said.
Yeah, my formula, let's say we're doing a YouTube ad, because I think that's what you're trying to go for. I would start with a hook for first 5 seconds. Mm-hmm. And the thing about YouTube is, there's a more like Alex Becker style. Because the thing about YouTube is you only pay when someone watches for more than 30 seconds if you're going cost per view, right? Mm-hmm. So you say you just try to get people off, whoever is not the ideal audience, you're just trying to get them off the ad by telling them to skip the ad, right? So if they're not the right kind of audience, you're trying to qualify them right there.
Right. Okay.
So let's say in Alex Becker's insane ad, he says, if you're running ads, you're insane. If you're not tracking your ads, if you're not tracking your ads, then you're insane.
Or I think even says if you're not running ads just like this one, you're on YouTube, then you're insane.
Yeah, great.
So he's showing you like
so
I'm
people
running
who
a YouTube
aren't running ads, they're gonna click skip ad. Or people who are like interested in learning how he does his ads are still gonna continue watching. But a lot of people are gonna stop watching, so you don't have to pay.
Right.
Mm-hmm. The next couple of seconds, you want to explain the hook that you're talking about.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then get them emotionally engaged into it, right? And then call to action.
Skip the ad hook. And then there's another.
So the main sales mindset that I have is, you know how I always use this analogy of how someone would try to catch a cat. If you want to pet a cat and it's on the road, stray cat, how would you want to catch it?
You attract. No, you don't chase.
Scammers, the scammer kind of guys, would just run towards it like, yeah, I want to get you.
Yeah.
And the cat just runs away.
Men attract. People say, boys chase, men attract.
Yeah. There's another set of people who, I call them like the scamming kind of people. So they just run toward the cat like crazy and only the dumb cats fall for them.
Yeah.
And the next set of people would be the people who try to slowly go and then catch it in the last second.
Yeah.
Right? That's the traditional closer who doesn't even listen to what you have to say.
Right.
There's another guy who would try to go for the attraction way. So he'd throw some food and then sit where he is, hoping the cat would come. But the cat is scared, so it doesn't come. But the closer, who we are, what we do, we throw some food and walk away, saying,
Say strategist. Say strategist.
"Oh yeah."
Closer is the second one. We're We're
Yeah.
guru. Well, I want to say guru, but if you don't want to say guru, say strategist. Consultant. The consultant.
Yeah. The masterminds that we are, we
Yeah.
throw some food and then we walk away.
Right.
When you walk away, the cat is like, hey, he doesn't even want to deal with me and he's just giving me free value, free food, and it'll come. And then you throw some a little more, walk away more, and it'll be like, hey, come on, give me some more.
Yeah.
And then it'll come and start biting you. Hey, give me some more.
Yeah.
Disturbing your legs and all of that.
Right.
And then you got it.
That's what I think is the key for these millionaires is like they just need to feel like they're going to have fun doing it. Because there's some people that have enough money that they're just like, you know what, like this will be fun. They could have that kind of an attitude. With me, it's like, oh, this is fun. He's a comedian. It'll be fun to just try out a small project with him and let's see how it goes. Because especially if the attitude is not desperate or like that, I think that could work, man. Because so the free bit
like if you just give a guarantee, hey, if you have this celebrity positioning that you're the best of the best, you don't need to do these guarantees and stuff. But if the main objection they're having is what's the risk? Hey, I might pay all these, I might pay 150,000 to these guys, and then I might not get anything in return.
Right.
So how do you handle that objection? Hey,
Beautiful.
If you think we're not good, 30 days. Actually, you don't like my voice in 30 days? Take your money back. I don't care.